My name is Madison Smolsky. What if I told you cyborgs were possible, or are already possible? A cyborg being a human with bionics, that is, a combination of man and machine. Sounds a bit like science fiction, right? Not anymore, per se. Okay, now that I have your attention, let me explain. But before I can get to the fun stuff, you need to have some basic knowledge of the human body and how it functions. The brain sends out small electrical signals through the nerves to make muscle groups contract and move. This happens involuntarily. You can think of it kind of like pressing a button to make your arm move. When limbs have to be amputated, the brain will continue to send out these signals to all functioning nerves, even if the limb is not there. Since you know that, I can explain the bionic people that are now possible. Prosthetics have come far in emulating real limbs for both aesthetic purposes and in creating function for everyday life. However, now they can give the wearers the experience of having a functional limb that is extremely lifelike. Prosthetics have been invented that can now pick up on these signals that the brain sends out and transmit them into motion within the false limb, much like a normal one. The prosthetics company Össur has begun using tiny implanted myoelectric sensors, or MES, which is basically a computer chip that gets installed in residual muscle tissue, and it can read the signals and transmit them to the receptor in the prosthetic. Now it's as simple as thinking, grab drawer, to complete movements like before. It will cut down on the physical rehabilitation time since it mimics the natural way that we move. There are some other companies currently experimenting with this idea. However, the chip would be placed in the motor cortex of the brain, the part of the brain where movement is transmitted, and it would thereby receive the signals instantaneously. The exciting thing about the new technology is this. It could also allow patients to experience touch sensations. That is, once the technology gets up to date. Once it's invented, if the prosthetic could transmit electronic sensory information back to the chip in the brain, amputees could experience tactile feeling again, making the limb nearly interchangeable with a real one, and letting us be one step closer to being cyborgs.